since I'm not updating the Resident Evil timeline until Death Island is out, but I still need to get on that Reamfork hype train somehow, let's revisit Leon's previous adventure and discuss who survived the Raccoon City outbreak. Let's go back to the beginning and see if we can untangle this yarn ball of a canon. Welcome to Cannonball. The first known survivors are Leon S. Kennedy, Claire Redfield, and Sherry Birkin, who escaped the city via underground train in Resident Evil 2. The same game features the 4th Survivor mode, where Agent Hunk of the Umbrella Security Service evacuates via helicopter piloted by Agent Nighthawk, who is thus also technically a survivor. This was confirmed canonical by the Umbrella Chronicles retelling of the story. Resident Evil 3 depicts the escape of Jill Valentine and Carlos Oliveira via helicopter. One outcome also allows Nikolai Zinoviev to escape via helicopter, while the other two see him die. The remake has him left for dead on a helipad, but it's not unreasonable that he could have escaped before the bomb dropped. And one of these scenarios sees Barry Burton evacuate Jill and Carlos, which I believe was canonical originally, but that's not acknowledged in either the Umbrella Chronicles or 3-make, so I have to assume it's not canon anymore. Ada Wong is also confirmed alive by one of the game's epilogues, since her fate beyond throwing down the rocket launcher was left ambiguous in Resi 2. The specifics were left unclear until the Umbrella Chronicles depicted her escape via helicopter in the Death's Door scenario. Also aboard this chopper are Sergei Vladimir and an unnamed Umbrella executive. The executive looks suspiciously like Oswald Spencer from Resi 5, and he's framed enigmatically, but Spencer is confirmed to not be in Raccoon during this period in Spencer's notebook. Resident Evil 5's History of Resident Evil confirms the escape of Mayor Michael Warren between the fall of the RPD and the arrival of the UBCS. The two Outbreak games have a fair few survivors. For the sake of simplicity, we'll assume that all scenarios in both games are canonical to some extent. Alyssa Ashcroft is confirmed to survive by an article she wrote for the Dulvey Daily in 2016, which is found in Resi 7. Linda Baldwin is extracted via helicopter by USS Captain Rodriguez, and UBCS operatives Arnold, Billy, Mac Dowell, and Matt leave the city via the highway in End of the Road. Firefighters Danny and Gil escape via helicopter in Decisions. Alyssa's fellow playable characters, Jim Chapman, George Hamilton, David King, Cindy Lennox, Kevin Ryman, Yoko Suzuki, and Mark Wilkins, are not confirmed to survive, but they probably do. And on that topic, let's discuss characters who are neither confirmed alive nor dead. First up, the characters from Resistance, since the game has no ending. Samuel Jordan, Valerie Harmon, Tyrone Henry, January Van Sant, Martin Sandwich, Becca Woollett, and Mastermind Daniel Fabron, who might be in Raccoon at the time even if the other masterminds aren't. In Biohazard 4D Executor, Dr. Cameron successfully copies her consciousness over a UBCS member named Roger, last seen in a Jeep, possibly on the way out of town. There were some drama CDs set during the outbreak, but as far as I can tell from the limited information available, none of those characters are confirmed to survive, and I just don't want to get into those. And the Outbreak games have a fair few. Officers Rita Phillips and Harold escape the RPD in a van, but their fate beyond that is unknown. Samuel Kirk and Nathan Donnelly are found in cells in the RPD, but aren't there by the time Resi 2 takes place, so they may have found a way to get out in time. Reagan and Lucy Mallett are encountered in flashback, but their eventual fate is unknown. Zoo workers Austin Taylor, Lloyd Stewart, and Patrick Reyes are encountered in Wild Things and presumably left there. There are also a bunch of names found in notes, but all there is to say there is this person existed in Raccoon City sometime before the player finds this note. So in summary, the definitively confirmed survivors of Raccoon City are as follows: Arnold, Alyssa Ashcroft, Linda Baldwin, Billy, Sherry Birkin, Danny, Mac Dowell, Gil, Agent Hunk, Leon S. Kennedy, Matt, Agent Nighthawk, Carlos Oliveira, Claire Redfield, Captain Rodriguez, Jill Valentine, Sergei Vladimir, Michael Warren, Ada Wong, and an unnamed Umbrella executive. I'm sure more will be added to this list eventually, maybe when Capcom remake the Outbreak games using modern assets and infrastructure. If you're so obsessed with a multiplayer Resident Evil game, Capcom, this is the one to go for now that it's actually feasible. If you liked this video, why not subscribe and support me on Patreon like these fine people here? If not, then make sure to share it with your enemies so they can suffer along with you. Today's recommended video is The Fall of Raccoon City, the story that defined Resident Evil, Resi December Evil, by Matt Draper.